What is up, guys? JR is back with one question for you all. Are you ready for the Juggernaut? I sure hope so. We are back once again. I hope you guys all had a wonderful holiday. Trying to get back into the swing of things with some vids for you. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a UU match I had on the Pokemon Online server versus a user by the name of Starshine3. And this is a battle I did sort of in order to showcase a new poke that I was trying to test out for a PO Simulator vid, but I actually had to abandon it because I didn't have enough time to work on it, and it was just becoming too much. It was too much work for me, so I just kind of scrapped it. But this was one nice battle I got out of it, and you're going to see me get some nice use out of the poke in the process. So without further ado, guys, let's get on to the battle. Alright, so I'm going to be leading off with my Don Fantasy. He's going to be leading off with Mian Xiao. Now, I'm not going to do a team preview for this because I do want to get this battle done kind of in a rush. He's going to go straight for the fake out here. Going to flinch me, straightforward Mian Xiao, fake out shenanigans. However, here he goes for the Hidden Power Ice, which very much surprises me because I don't see this often from Mian Xiaos. Now, I am still going to be able to get at my Stealth Rocks, though, which is great. But I don't want to take another hit. I want to keep my Don Fan alive, so I am going to switch out into my Heracross, because I'm Scarfed. I'm hoping I can outspeed take it out. But he does see that very nicely, and does switch out to Dusclops, knowing he could take the Mega Horn or the Close Combat. So, yeah. Now I am gonna be forced to switch because I'm Scarfed. I go into Donphan. Unfortunately, he does Will-O-Wisp me on the switch. Not a huge deal though. So, Donphan's just gonna get off a few Earthquakes. Not gonna do too much, but he's not getting any recovery, so that's gonna work out to my advantage. And I'm just gonna die off from the burn, from a combination of Nightshade and burn. Now I'm gonna go into Suicune here, and I'm gonna go for the substitute, thinking I'll be fine. I won't have to worry about taking any hits, but unfortunately he goes for the Curse, and Curse mechanics actually bypass substitutes, which really sucks for me, because now I'm going to be forced to switch. I'm going to go into my Rotom Heat form, as he's going to go into his Umbreon. Now, I am going to try to go for the Will-O-Wisps, and I realize this was a bad move just because he probably has the Synchronize, but oh well, he protects. So now he's going to go into Darmanitan, predicting it, but I actually switch up moves predicting him to switch into Darmanitan because I knew that was one thing he had to take the Will-O-Wisp. And that is going to bring him down to a smidgen, but I don't want to lose my Rotom just yet, so I'm going to go back into Suicune, knowing I could take almost any hit from this thing. He goes for Rock Slide, which is going to bring me down low, and I stupidly misclicked Substitute, so instead of being able to finish this thing off, I'm going to lose my Suicune. So yeah, that's really unfortunate. Now, I am going to go into Tangrowth here because I'm basically 99% sure this thing is choiced, so I could take some hits from this thing. In case he decides to switch for whatever reason, I just go for the Leech Seed, but he's going to stay in, and Leech Seed recovery will, of course, finish it out. I don't understand why there's a glitch going on with this, with my Tangrowth. I apologize for that, guys. Nothing I can actually do about it. This is like my third take trying to make this work, and it's the same problem each time. Either way, he's going to go into Raikou now, and he's going to set up a substitute, but I carry the Earthquake on this thing, so that he's not going to get up any substitutes on my watch. And now he is going to switch out because he doesn't want to take any more hits from me. He's just going to go into Umbreon to take the Earthquake, rather nicely, as you might guess, because it's an Umbreon. And yeah, that's going to benefit him. And now he's going to set up a Wish, but instead of switching, I decide I want to try to get off Sleep Powder on him first, which I do, and that's going to be very beneficial in the long run, just to have something to sleep. However, now he's going to switch into Dusclops as Death Fodder, knowing it'll die to entry hazards, which it does, and now I'm just going to, and now he's just going to get a free switch into his Mian Xiao, who's going to fake out me, just to see what I'm going to do. Just a nice chunk of damage, or a little bit of damage, really, not a nice chunk, I should say. But now he's just going to go for the HBI, seeing what he could do to me, and that does a lot of damage, as you might have noticed. That did about 60%, so, but I still try to finish off with the power-up just to get this thing out of the way, but I miss like a frickin' noob! Oh, God, I hate when that happens. But since I have Regeneration, I don't want to lose Tangrowth, I am going to go in a Rotom just to see what he's gonna do. potentially his death fodder. He kills me one shot with the high jump kick, which is a major sad face. But now I'm going to go back into my Heracross, who is just going to go for the Scarfed close combat and take out his Umbreon, which he decides to switch into as death fodder instead of letting me kill off Mienshao, since he no longer has Dusclops as something to switch into to take hits from this thing. This is going to work out in my favor. Now it goes to my low tick, and I'm thinking I don't want to let this thing wreak havoc on my team, and I really don't have a reason to switch unless I really feel like I need to hold on to Heracross. But Heracross has really done his job, and to get a nice amount of damage on this Milotic would be great. So I'm just going to go straight for the close combat, but but he's just going to go straight off for the Scald and finish me off. So yeah. I've only got 2 pokes left now. I've got my Crobat, and I've got I forget what my other poke is. Either way, this is the poke I was telling you guys about. It's a special Crobat I found out about on the forums that I was going to make a video for. This thing is boss. As you see, I try to Toxic my low tick, it just rests it off, but here's where I make a great prediction, and I predict him to switch out into something, so I go straight for the Toxic, and I'm able to poison his Raikou, which is great, because now he can't go for the substitute if he wanted to avoid it. But I don't want to take any hits from this thing. I just decided, oh yeah, Tangro's my only poke left, I just wanted to switch it in, knowing I can't really take special hits from this thing, but I'm hoping maybe it won't matter, maybe it won't be a big deal, and I can, and he won't have, like, the HPS or something, but I'm wrong, he's got it, and that sucks because my last 2 guys are weak to it, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. However, I know that that damage from everything should pile up, so I switch into Crobat, knowing I can live this HP Ice, and I do, and Leech Seed plus Leftovers will give me a nice chunk of health back, and Toxic in conjunction with Leech Seed will finish him off. Now he's going to go into my low tick, and I'm not liking this thing, but there's not much I can really do. I'm just going to roost off damage here, just because I can. He does show me he has to Sleep Talk and goes for the Scald, and not only is he going to get the Scald, but he's going to burn me, which sucks. So now my Crobat just loses so much of his viability, because this is sort of an offensive and defensive Crobat, but at the same time, the fact that I can't do much with Brave Bird is really going to suck. He Sleep Talks again, gets the rest, doesn't really, doesn't, it hurts, but doesn't really help me either, so I'm just not sure what I'm going to do to get out of the situation. He does wake up though. Oh yeah, I decided I want to wait to see if I can get a Toxic on him, and then maybe try to finish him off before he gets a chance to rest it off. I don't know, maybe. Forcing him to rest just seems like the better option to go in this scenario. He goes for the Scald again, does do a nice chunk, then I'm going to take some burn damage. I just really want to finish this thing off. He's only got 2 pokes left, and this thing is basically the bane of my existence right now. It's just getting pretty stally at this point. I should probably speed this up. But, yeah, he's going to just keep resting and such. There's nothing I can really do. So I just decided to go back into Tangrowth, hoping maybe a few Power Whips can do the job. He goes for the Scald. I resist it. But it still does alright damage because I'm physically defensive, obviously not special defensive. Now, he's just going to keep trying to hit me with Scald. I do hit him with the Power Whip, but that doesn't even do half, which really sucks given Power Whip's accuracy and, the limited PP I have with it. So, yeah, and to put salt in the wound, he's going to get the burn on me with Scald. So, this is just going splendidly right now. It's pretty hilarious in a way. But either way, I'm just going to try to keep attacking him. Ultimately, though, all of this is just going to be in vain, as he's just going to be able to finish off the rest of my pokes with his Milotic. Or no, not Milotic, with his Mienshao, because now his Mienshao is just going to come in, and Power Whip isn't going to be able to finish off because I'm burned. Then again, it probably would have been a 2-hit KO anyway. And he's just going to U-turn me, go back into my low tick, and that's probably, and I believe here he's about to finish my Crobat off with it. So yeah, things didn't go my way, but it was still a fun game. I did what I could with this thing. Crobat still got to shine a bit. It's still a great poke, but didn't get the most use out of it. The most use out of it in this match. So I'm just gonna keep attacking. I think it's like this turn or two that he finishes me off. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I apologize. What am I doing? I'm not apologizing. I said in my previous video that I'm just trying to get up vids whenever I can. Up until for the next week or two, I'm gonna just get a video in every time I can, whenever I have the chance. But once finals start, I will let you know about that, guys. I will go on hiatus, and then yeah, I will. I'm just gonna see what happens, and then hopefully, when finals are over, I'll get back to making more vids while I'm home. Otherwise, like, that's basically it. I just I'm just back. I was trying to get this up. Not my best video, but I still hope you guys enjoyed. Last thing I want to mention is... What was I going to mention? Last thing I want to mention is just that I'm just going to hopefully get some other stuff done in the process, like just videos, so just try to expect more content from me. Maybe I'll even try to submit a video to beta if I can get a good game going. We'll see what happens. Last but not least, I'm going to ask you guys the comment question of the day, which is, what did you guys do over Thanksgiving, and what was your favorite part about that holiday? So leave your responses leave your responses in the comments below. Sorry I'm rambling. I'm out of here. Peace out, guys.